So this one's called
Go on.
A Man Disappears One Night and Leaves the Creepiest Voicemail Imaginable
Wow.
Before Being Found Dead.
Again, long title. I am ready for it, though.
You ready for it? Okay, let's deep dive, shall we?
Yeah.
One September evening in 2015, 32-year-old Minnesotan Henry McCabe went out to a nightclub with two friends, but never returned home. One of the friends, William Kennedy, claimed that he dropped McCabe off at a gas station shortly after 2 a.m. And then this article very cheekily says, open brackets, don't act like you've never experienced 2 a.m. convenience store burrito cravings.
Oh,
Close brackets.
I love the cheekiness that's
I feel there's a bit of
occasionally dropped
personality
into
here,
these
you know.
very serious and people died in these stories.
We're talking about deaths, and there's a lot of personality here. So,
Absolutely.
one of his friends, William Kennedy, said that it dropped him off at a gas station, but he has no idea what happened to him after that. Nearly 2 months later, McCabe's body was found in a lake 6 miles away from that gas station.
Whoa.
That's a bit of a stretch away from something.
Fair distance, yeah, it's a fair distance.
There were no notable There were no noticeable signs of foul play. According to McCabe's friends, he had gotten quite wasted that night, so this was merely another tragic case of a drunk man stumbling into the water.
Absolutely, you could walk 6 miles.
You could walk 6 miles. That explanation might be easier to believe if McCabe hadn't used his cell phone to leave the most terrifying voicemail ever.
Oh, God.
All right?
Oh, fuck
Do you want
me.
to know something, Stu?
Yeah?
We're going to listen to that voicemail right now.
Oh, my God.
And it's fucking weird.
Is this the one, you said that there was one that booked you out.
It's
Is this
weird. This booked me out just because you're going to hear it. What the actual fuck, okay?
How are we going to play it to our listeners?
Yeah, I'm going to play it through here because it's.
Okay.
I do have to add, basically the police, whatever trial, court, whatever. They haven't ever released the full recording.
Oh my
because it's not in public domain. But they have released snippets of it, and the only way you can hear it online, I've looked everywhere, is through like a news broadcast of it, where on ABC News in America, where they basically showed a few snippets. So
And
this is a bit.
This is legit.
This is legit. I'm not
Wow.
joking. This is like,
Wow.
this is like the police from the local like police force that
Right.
it's completely legit. This isn't bullshit.
Okay, Nick, let's have it.
So
Do your best.
before I play it, I'm just going to read this little paragraph just to preface what we're about to hear, right? So McCabe's wife was in California that night, and at 2:20 a.m. she received a call from him in which she could hear screaming and saying that he'd been shot, all right?
So
And when-
that's after he was dropped off.
Yeah, so this is at some point early in the morning, right?
Yeah.
When she tried to phone McCabe's brother, the brother's voicemail recorded the last 2 minutes of the call, okay? Which
Wait.
contain...
Wait,
yeah,
so,
go on.
So the guy called his girlfriend,
Yeah,
which is an actual call that went through, screaming, and then the
Yeah.
girlfriend called the guy's
brother. yeah.
And
And
so-
actually, yeah, this is what I don't get. It just says then the brother's voicemail recorded the last 2 minutes of the call, but unless that call was going... can you do that? Go through to another call and...
Maybe, yeah. So okay. So what it sounds like happened is that she immediately called the brother because she was
Yeah.
whacked out by the call, and the brother went to voicemail, and so it accidentally, for some reason, recorded the end of the call. So what we're hearing isn't
Yeah.
a voicemail; it's the actual call that
Yeah.
that the girlfriend got, but it happened to have been recorded on the
I
voicemail.
think that's what they're saying.
Right.
Yeah, it's a really short snippet, by the way, but it does give you a hint of like what the actual fuck is this. Okay.
So this is what the girlfriend was hearing.
This is what this is the recorded the voicemail message of what the girlfriend was hearing. And also it's like interspersed with a bit of news reporting. So
Yeah, okay.
I'll just play it until it just gets to a normal news broadcast.
Okay, let's have it.
It's a voicemail unlike anything you've ever heard before. There are 2 minutes worth of noises, bizarre ones. but very little actual talking. Authorities confirmed the disturbing middle-of-the-night call came from Henry McCabe's cell phone. It was Labor Day, September 7th at 2:28.
Did you get that?
I did.
I'm going to play it again. All right. Just listen
Yeah.
to the weirdness of some of the noises in that. You can't. It's pretty much. You can't understand it because there's no
Yeah.
like voices or anything. But
Okay.
It's a voicemail unlike anything you've ever heard before. There are 2 minutes worth of noises, bizarre ones. With very little actual talking.
what the actual fuck is that?
That is fucking.
That's
that
weird.
is fucking weird.
So apparently the rest of it is basically just shit like that. There's loads of noises that sound like growling. There's high-pitched moans of apparently what they think is just high-pitched screams of pain.
Oh my God.
But like what the I cannot like even comprehend like a feasible thing in
so-
that. I
so
can't be
what-
like that sounds like this.
Yeah, no. So yeah, it's obviously a lot of weird fucking noises. Right.
Yeah.
So, but he's also very drunk.
So that's the thing. Yeah, he was really drunk that night.
Yeah. But I mean, he also died.
But that's what I mean. He ended up dead. So it's like
he ended up dead, which makes this whole thing stranger.
yeah. But if he didn't end up dead, I feel like you just say, well, this is a guy fucking having
Yeah,
a...
it'd be much easier to be like, look, he's just making weird noises. But the
Yeah,
fact
but
he's
what would-
dead definitely
Yeah.
adds an element of something weird is going
Yeah,
on here.
yeah. So yeah, the noises are followed by sudden silence, and then apparently the call concludes with a male voice saying, "Stop it." All right? That's what the police say. That's what's on record.
Right.
Someone saying, "Stop it." Then the article just says, "What in the actual fuck happened to this guy?"
So
Okay.
stop it. And does it say whether that was like confirmed that was the voice of the guy, or was it?
No, they just said a male voice saying "stop it," but it's right after all of that weird shit.
Right, he got murdered.
So suspicion. Yeah, let's
That's
dig
hardly
a
an
little,
out of the box thought.
let's dig a little deeper, boy. Suspicion fell upon William Kennedy's story, which is the friend, all right?
Right.
Because the gas station surveillance cameras didn't show him dropping off McCabe like he said.
Okay, so it was him.
Not only that, but Kennedy also had McCabe's keys on him, even though McCabe would have needed them to enter his house. So why would he have dropped him off and
without his keys,
had his keys? Yeah. McCabe's wallet also happened to be in the possession of his other friend, who claimed he took it from McCabe at the nightclub to prevent him from buying any more drinks. That's a, pretty reasonable.
That's fair. That's fair.
Did McCabe's friends murder him because they envied his wallet and keys?
I don't
Probably
think so,
not.
Sassy article.
Since cops soon found footage of Kennedy dropping McCabe off at a different gas station.
Oh, okay.
He simply got the wrong name.
Right. Okay.
So a little bit of a red herring there from this.
Oh
fucking
yeah, you
article,
really had me going, and then it's like,
little
okay, right.
jerks.
So he did. Okay, right.
Even if you suspect some sort of robbery murder plot here, how would you account for the weird voicemail?
Well,
did the perpetrators did the perpetrators morph into werewolves before they were murdered? Before they murdered McCabe, sorry. And even though McCabe was heard saying he'd been shot, so this is the weird thing.
Yeah.
There were no gunshot wounds or any injuries on his body.
Right.
That's
So-
where it ends. That's where nobody knows what happened.
All right. So. This is certainly the most mysterious and strange of the lot, my guy.
Definitely an odd one.
But this guy, I mean, I feel like there's a lot of things that could happen to this guy
Yeah.
that, because we're hearing them in snippets over the phone, are going to immediately make us be like, what's that going to be? But it could probably, I mean, it's almost definitely, and well, it does have, that something was obviously happening to make those noises, and there was
Yeah.
probably something normal. He probably didn't get shot then. If he didn't have any...
Probably not.
If
No,
he didn't
but
have
then,
any bullet wounds, he didn't get
But,
shot.
yeah.
And so the answer there is he probably thought he was
but
getting
then
shot.
why did? That's what I mean. What was happening there?
Something was obviously happening, and he's very drunk, and he thought he got shot. Maybe he got hit by something.
I
There you
think
go.
he was having like a psychosis, and he thought he was being shot, and he was like, because the one thing is, yes, obviously we've only got those snippets
Yeah.
that you can listen to, and it sounds fucking weird from the snippets,
Yeah.
but the like it is the rest of it, apparently, from obviously we have to just sort of trust everyone who's listened to it sort of verdict on it. But it is like police forces, like courts, they're pretty legitimate sources.
And they don't
say it's weird as fuck.
And they don't think there's any evidence on the body of like murder.
There's no. Well, that's the thing. There's no obvious. I think it just looks like he drowned, which, to be fair, he probably did just drown. But it just doesn't. The main thing is it just doesn't explain any of that voicemail.
That's I mean, it's incredibly strange.
It's
probably
also,
though,
yeah.
He's probably, like you said, I reckon he just was tripping out or
just
something.
Fucked off his head.
The fact that it happened during a night out, he was probably mashed out his nut, mate.
Yeah,
I bet.
probably.
I mean, obviously, would you make a call like that if you were sober?
No, you truly wouldn't. I definitely would not do that.
So whilst it's incredibly mysterious and is certainly unsolved, so it does meet both criteria.
It does meet both criteria.
When you think about it, it's like, well, what? It's not like he got attacked by a monster because they don't exist.
I mean, it's one of those things where, you know, the imagination's more interesting than the truth.
Imagine getting that fucking call. And then not seeing your boyfriend for, 6 weeks, you say, or something?
I'd absolutely
and then him come
shit
up dead.
myself.
I'd never go out the house
I'd
ever again.
never leave the house. I would be living in a house filled with my own shit because I would shit. I regularly shit myself.
How do you move on from that?
Think... exactly, like you.
Genuinely, that woman must have the most trauma anyone's ever had.
I mean, I sure hope she had counselling after that because that is an actual horror film.
I mean, that is weird. It's like, so a bit of it sounded a bit like a chainsaw or something.
Yeah, and it was like bubbling. It was like it sounded like growling. It's like, I mean, unless he, there was, I did read, because basically this is actually a really popular unsolved mystery.
Right.
No one can solve it, but people fucking love it.
Yeah.
And a couple people thought maybe he was interacting with like a wild animal, like a bear or something.
Well, I wouldn't say that's out of the question at all.
I'm pretty sure. But I'm pretty sure you'd hear a pretty, like, I feel like a bear's or like an animal is pretty distinct. It doesn't sound like an animal. It just sounds like weird shit.
With things like this, it's like, it doesn't sound like this. It sounds like this. It's coming through a fucking phone call.
True.
Clearly,
some shit sounds weird all the time through a phone.
Signal. Yeah, exactly. There's so many things that I could do right now and not show you what I was doing, and put it through a phone and be like, "What am I doing, Nick?" And you'd probably get it wrong a lot
swimming,
of the time.
Lane swimming, and you'd be like, "No, I'm in my house."
Exactly. But so stuff like that is always like, well, just because it sounds like something doesn't mean it's not that. Like, it's not proof that there isn't a bear there because you can't hear a bear. You probably are hearing a bear. It's just weird.
Exactly. I mean, there's probably a very rational explanation to it, but until we find it, it's spooky as fuck, mate. This is a